everyone, it's daytime. I'm Buster the Fox, and welcome back to the HaHaCienda, where the giggles are many and the episodes are short. Today, I have something really quite special to show you. Something new that I came up with, a farm specifically. It's a mob farm. Well, part of one. The basis of one. Let me explain. So this is a new mob farm that I came up with, a general mob grinder. For those of you unfamiliar with the term, basically what this is it's going to be a big spawning pad. So I'm going to put a roof over this, and then I'm going to block out all the light, so it's just going to be dark in here. Now, we are about 128 blocks up above the squid farm, so that's where we are right now. There's the AFK platform and the desert temple thingy, and there's the river that I had to fill in over there. So that's where we are. And we're pretty high up above. So during the night, obviously mobs spawn. You all know that. During the darkness. However, since we're so high up, any mobs that spawn down on the surface will instantly despawn when we're up here because we're too far away. When you're 128 blocks away from a hostile mob, it will instantly despawn, which is something you may have seen before in other videos. If we look down here at night, you would see the mobs popping in and out and just like going all over the place. It's a pretty cool sight. But the point is, when we're so far up, we don't load the cave systems or the surface, so there's no need to light anything up, and then all the mobs will just spawn up here. So what do we do after that? The mobs are in here, then what? Well, next we need to get the mobs out of here and kill them either automatically or putting them into a killing chamber. For this one, we're going to be automatically killing them. How are we going to get them out, though? Well, normally, in previous mobs farms, grinder, spawner, thingamabobs, we've used water buckets with dispensers, using redstone and on a clock and all that. And in the past, we've used these slime block flying machines. And there have been some pretty good farms using these things, but only until recently. Slime block flying machines, pretty complicated to build. But now, this little thing right here with 2 sticky pistons, 2 observers, and just 20 slime blocks in each direction, this is all it takes to make a flying machine. So as you can see here, I have the obsidian here, and there's a couple on the other side, just because they're immovable blocks, meaning that the flying machine won't be able to attempt to push past these, so it'll stop there. So if I update this observer right here, you can see that the machine goes flying off on its own, and then once it gets to the other side, it'll stop there. Now, notice the layout of these blocks. There's slime blocks here, 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 here. This one is just a piston, and then the rest is slime blocks, right? On the other side of this piston is another slime block. So once this thing gets to the other side, we're going to build a mechanism that makes it come right back. Oh, and also, they leave ghost blocks. If I right-click on these, they go away. They're not real. Sorry, not a good way to duplicate slime blocks. But anyway, if we set up a mechanism over here to make it automatically go back to the other side, which we would just do by detecting this block and then updating it by sending a update to here, which we would do with a wooden trapdoor, then it'll just send itself right on back automatically. So it's not nighttime right now, it's just raining, but we're in a desert biome, so we don't see it. Which is another cool thing. Since this is a mob grinder in a desert biome, it will actually spawn husks instead of zombies. Well, along with zombies. Not that that really matters. I don't think husks drop anything special other than zombies, but whatever. It's a cool thing. So you may be wondering also, why, oh why, is this built out of glazed terracotta? Well, that's one cool feature of this farm. So as you may know, slime blocks are capable of pulling other blocks along with them. Pretty much any block other than immovable blocks, with the exception of glazed terracotta. See, glazed terracotta is a new block they added in 1.12, but it has an interesting function in that it can be pushed by pistons and slime blocks, but it cannot be pulled. So as you saw, I already demonstrated that the flying machine works with these here. If these were not immovable objects or things that couldn't be pulled, then the slime block flying machine simply wouldn't go anywhere, because it would be past the piston push/pull limit, which I believe is 12 blocks, and I fell. That's why we have Elytra. Well, that was pretty cool right there. Pro. Right. So, yeah. I just went ahead and made a ton of these. Now, you could have used obsidian or furnaces, but the thing about that is obsidian takes ages to mine because, you know, it's obsidian. Also, it looks terrible when you put it down. I mean, I say that, but look what I've made here. This is not much better than just obsidian. I don't know. From far away, it looks good. But, yeah, obsidian, to make the whole spawning platform out of obsidian, it takes a lot. And that would take ages to mine. And then for furnaces, you could get those. It takes 8 stacks of cobblestone to make 1 stack of furnaces, though. And on top of that, they are tile entities, which means that if you put a whole ton of them down, they are going to cause a bit of lag. A fair, decent amount of it, in fact. So, I believe that this is actually the best choice for use in this farm, the Glazed Terracotta. So, yeah. Anyway, let me demonstrate how we're going to build this here Thingamabobber that I was talking about to detect when the slime block Thingamabob flying machine comes in. So the first thing you do is you want to place an observer going like that, so it's facing that. And then I'm going to build out of iron blocks because we have a ton of iron blocks because we have an Iron Titan, which I showed you earlier. As you can see in here, we have more than enough to build with iron blocks. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Anyway, not to get off topic, which I know I tend to do a lot. Go up. Okay. So here, I want to put a repeater, and then on top I need to put a repeater. That one's got to be on 4 ticks for various reasons. And then I want to put an iron block right there. Come on. There we go. Not that. Not that. Alright, and then right here, I just want to put a piece of redstone dust. And then finally, the thing that's going to update the pistons here, or that thing, is going to be a wooden trapdoor. It could be an iron one, but wooden one works just fine, and I don't know, it's easier to mine. It doesn't really matter which one you use. So these are ghost blocks. Let's get rid of those. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead over there and show you that this does indeed work. In fact, why don't we just build the other one on the other side? Here we go. Alright, so let's go here, and so we'll just do the same thing. Place the observer, place that. I need my repeaters. Place that one there, and then place that one there. And this one right there. Cool. And then just set that one to 4 ticks, as I said before. And then just place the trapdoor, jump off, and it'll go. Now, we're going to show it going to the other side here. And then we'll see that it comes straight back. Let me get my levers here. So, So as we come here, I'll let you see the redstone. Alright. So check it out. It sees the observer, it goes up there, it waves bye-bye, and then it goes all the way back. So since we built that one identically, it will just go on a loop all the way over and over and over until we tell it to stop. And the way we tell it to stop is all we have to do is power this block right here, which powers that redstone and then keeps the trapdoor from changing its block state, which means that the observer thing will never be updated. So that's how we stop it, and there's some extra tricks for how we're going to actually activate and deactivate this farm that I'll get into later. So, yeah, it's cool. One cool thing about this is because we have built it on the ground layer, that means that this farm is compatible with spiders. So what it does is it pushes all of the mobs down into this 2x2 2 wide pit. It's actually 20 blocks across because that's how long we can make the slime block flying machine, and then it's 40 blocks long onto the other side. So it pushes it down into these 2 places, at which point they go to a killing chamber, which for my particular farm that I'm building today, I'm going to be putting some hoppers down below because, like I said, overpowered iron farm. Thank you, Engineer Wilkie and Skip a Beat and D-Loner and Digda and everyone else who worked on that thing. Because, oh boy, it's so much easier to be able to just put hoppers down there. And then I'll just have a big old storage system. So that's how this is going to work. It's starting to get dark, and I do not want mobs to spawn up here just yet. So let's sleep. And also, one other cool thing is if I build this 3 high, it will spawn Endermen. Now, a lot of mob spawners aren't able to use Endermen, or they're not like compatible with it because they use water, and when Endermen touch water, they teleport away. So they just build it too high and, you know, all that jazz. But because this one uses slime blocks to push the mobs out, if we build it 3 high, we can, in fact, farm Endermen. We have an overpowered Enderman farm on the server now, which I'll probably show you at some point, maybe. But if you don't have an Enderman farm, that's one good way to get Ender Pearls. You can just build this thing. So yeah, I do believe that the sort of golden standard of mob spawner grinder sky things in the redstone community is Mumbo Jumbo's spawner that uses the little teeth design with the dispensers on the edge. That is, of course, it uses water and it uses a lot of redstone. It's pretty complicated to build. It causes a lot of lag, infamously even. And I don't know. It also has a lot less spawning spaces because of the way it has to be designed, because of the way water flows and all that kind of stuff. This design, on the other hand, it just takes that redstone, one very simple flying machine, a bunch of terracotta blocks. It has a lot more spawning spaces. It's much simpler to build. So, I don't know. I think this is a upgraded design. Probably one of the best ones out there now. So, I'll build a tutorial on this eventually, but first I need to build up the rest of the farm, and then I'll actually show you guys the farm in action. I'm going to be building a second floor, so I'll give you a few progress updates and I'll be right back. Alright, we've got some good progress made here. Also, I'm in my camera account. Aha, tricked you. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. Who cares? Here I am. I'm here with all of my mess of shulker boxes. I will be cleaning this up afterwards, but anyway, as you can see, I have built a second floor. So we have the white stained terracotta, or glazed terracotta, and the light gray glazed terracotta. Why these two colors? Because they're just the layer of the mesa I happen to mine. Anyway, as you can see here, even without the roof finished, there's still mob spawning in this dark area in the center, but there's still light coming in over here. Even once I cover this up, there's still going to be light coming in from down here, which is a problem that we'll deal with in a second. But anyway, there's a few things I needed to do. I'm in the camera account just to show you the whole thing. It's hard to get into the underside without... Boy, that's loud on my end. It won't be so loud for you, I hope. But anyway, yeah, just to show you the underside is where I'm in the camera account. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to finish the ceiling, and then I'll get right back to you because I have a couple important things to show you. We're almost done here, by the way. So, yeah, that's cool. Okay, I lied. We're still in the camera account. The roof is finished now. Oh yeah, that's my name tag. I thought there was a missing block. Anyway, as you can see, at nighttime, this thing is super good. Look at all these mobs. Look at this. This is how good the farm is. Now, there is this little issue with the spiders. They usually get pushed out either way, but sometimes they get pushed back onto the platform. But it's not really a huge deal because they tend to end up... I think I talked about this earlier, so let's not go through it again. Right. Now I'm ready to get back onto the main account and show you a few things that I need to do to finish up this farm. So as you can see, the top half of this area has been lit up, and by half I mean just the top. And of course down here too. But we need a way to shut off this system, because if we log off or exit the chunks while the flying machines are still running, there is a chance that they will simply stop. Now, luckily, it's not too hard to make a shut-off system for this. In fact, all it takes are a few blocks, some redstone torches, and a lever. So let me show you how I do that. Also, if you look down, you can see mobs popping in and out of existence just because of how high up we are, which is cool. Anyway, the point is we need to power these blocks here but we need to do it in such a way that we don't divert this redstone. So what we're gonna do is place a torch right there, which as you can see powers it. Place a lever right there. I want to put another block underneath there, but that'll have to wait. And then we'll have to go up one, place another torch, place another block on top of that, place another torch, and then place a block on top of that, which powers the dust. So now, as you can hear, there's spiders getting crushed in there because the flying machines have stopped. So now we can get rid of this. And if we flip this lever back off, then you can hear that the flying machines go off again. So let's light this up. I'll take care of this platform later. I'm going to make a little AFK platform out here, I think, and it'll be better than this. But we have one more thing we need to take care of. So let's get back up there. That was a good throw. I usually suck at ender pearling. So now that we've set up the on and off system, which is super simple, what we need to do is, of course, make the killing platform, but more importantly, I need to make a little bit of a funnel down here, which is gonna be tough, and I think I actually need to go pick up some more iron blocks. Yeah, I'm low on these. So let's put these away, because I'm gonna build the thing out of this. Gonna rearrange my inventory and sleep in the bed, get some more iron blocks, etc., and I'll be right back again. Alright, so now I've refilled my iron shulker box, and I've got tons of supplies here. By the way, I failed to mention, this stuff all on the side here is just to block out the light. There's no new redstone going on here or anything like that. It's the same old thing, I've just covered everything up. Now, I'm not sure if any of these redstone blocks or anything let in light, but just in case, I still covered them up. So, yeah, that's what that is. Now, as you can see, it's pretty dark in here, very dark, but there's still some light leaking in from the edges here, which is no good, which is why you can see, oh, that's fine. As you can see, I put some water right here. This is so that I can go down and start building downwards this way. I'm going to put a few blocks down. And what that is going to do is, first of all, it's going to block out the light. That's most importantly. But it's also going to work as a sort of mob funnel so they don't fly off to the sides. And then a little bit lower, I'm going to set it up so that they can fall on the ground and die. Which, by the way, me going down here isn't going to stop them from despawning because I'm a camera account. I'm spectator mode. So, it doesn't matter. They still despawn. Sadly, but whatever. We don't have any way to collect their drops now anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and build that and build the killing platform. And then we'll be all done and we'll have drops for days. And you know what that means? Oh, that means tons of gunpowder. Which means tons of firework rockets. Which could mean tons of diamonds, but that's a project for another episode. So let's get going on this project here for now. And I've had my coffee again today. Alright, that's it. It's officially done, and look at that. Oh, there's so many mobs. Oh, there's so many, and the spiders always tend to come out last, just because of the way this thing works. But as you can see, they do come out. They like kind of get pushed in here, but then they come back out and they fall down. Sometimes they go back over, but whatever. So what I did here is I went 12 blocks down with the iron blocks, and then I guess 25 or 30 blocks more is where I put the hoppers here. I just made a big old platform for them to land on. And let's take a look at the drops. Oh. Oh. Oh my. Oh, I shot past that. Stop. Go slower. Slower, please. Oh yes, I organized this one specifically for the thumbnail that you may have seen. Ooh, with all the redstone and the glowstone from the witches too, this is going to be great. And this is from maybe like an hour of AFKing? I don't know. This one has been going for longer than the other one because I built that one first. But still, oh my goodness. So we're pretty much done here. Oh, it's so good. And the cool thing about this, I already mentioned this, but it can do Endermen too. I mean, it doesn't matter on this server. I already went through this. I'm going to not say it too much, but I'm really ecstatic about this design. I love it. It's so good. It's like So simple. It just takes a lot of blocks. And by the way, you don't have to use iron blocks. You can use anything. You do have to use glazed terracotta or any immovable block like obsidian, but still, it just takes a ton of blocks and a little bit of redstone. A lot of slime blocks though. So yeah, man, the only thing that I need to do is off camera, I'm going to make a proper storage area with like a sorting system in the center here, so that I'm not just, you know, filling up a bunch of chests with unsorted stuff. And also I need to make an AFK platform, because this is where I am right now, and I need to make a proper way down here to the on-off switch. But man, look at this thing. Oh, by the way, the ghost blocks don't affect spawn rates or anything like that. And one cool thing is, even when the flying machine is coming through, I've seen mobs spawn on top of the flying machine. So, like, the flying machine itself doesn't even affect rates that much. It kind of does because of pack spawning, but, like, they spawn on here and then it goes and then they fall down, and then it comes back around and it pushes them off the other way. It's so good. Like, this thing is so efficient. Like, unlike water flushing designs, it'll wait for them to spawn, and then it'll flush out the mobs with water, and then while the water is there, mobs can't spawn. But this way, while it's pushing them off that way, they can just keep on spawning, and there's so many, and the spawning platform is so big, and oh my gosh, this thing is probably the most efficient mob farm I've ever seen. It's so good. I love it. Let's watch it do it again. Here they come. Yeah! Oh, it's so good. I feel like I'm forgetting to say something, but I don't know what it is, and whatever. Anyway, there's a poll on the screen right now. Do you guys want to see a tutorial on this? I'll probably do one anyway, because I have to share this with the world, right? But yeah, just let me know, yes or no, do you want to see a tutorial so you can learn how to build this thing for yourselves? But anyway, the whole thing about the episodes being short on the HaHaCienda has not been a thing in this episode. This episode has been pretty long, so that's all the time I have for today. So thank you guys ever so much for watching. Please remember to leave a like, and don't forget to subscribe before you go. But until next time, goodbye everyone. It's nighttime.